Hello and welcome to the Mansfield Town Shirts YouTube channel, where as of recording this we have purchased the entire football shirt collection of an ex-Mansfield Town player. This includes also a shirt swapped with a Premier League player along the way. Let's get right into it. So I'm not going to reveal the player straight away, but it will become apparent as the video comes along whose shirts that I have purchased, and we'll save the Premier League shirt swap till the very end of the video. So this particular player, I had a shirt already that I got from the player a couple of years ago. I had another message out of the blue recently saying that he was looking to move on some of his collection, and sort of sent me some photos of some that he'd had. Me being the person that I am and the collector of Mansfield shirts that I am, said I'll take all of them. So they are coming up in this video and you will see all of the shirts that I've got from, including the shirt that I had before. But before we get into the rest of them, we're going to look at the first shirt that we have, and it's from 1997-98. Now this particular player didn't actually play for Mansfield that season, in and around the club, but didn't play as he was extremely young at the time. This is a number 12 shirt, a substitute shirt from that season, also I believe worn by the reserves as well, which could be how the player in question came to get this shirt. But it's one of our sort of best shirts that I think we've ever had as a club, Mansfield, made by Beaver. But yeah, having the match worn one. I do have a long sleeve shirt, but it's a blood shirt, so it's not a match worn shirt. So to get one is fantastic, and to get one off this player as well is really, really nice. You can see the stitched on numbers there, pretty iconic. So yeah, really happy with this first shirt. Moving on then to the 1999-2000 season, and the iconic waffle shirt we have here. So we're starting to get a few clues about this, about who this player is. But this was the shirt that I had from him originally. I also have Chris Greenacres in this shirt in long sleeves as well. But this particular player was actually one of my favourite players at the time. And here comes a little bit of a big clue if you're a Mansfield Town fan. It was his hair. How this man was not in a 90s boy band, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he can't sing. But his hair, for me, made me think of David Beckham. And as a 7-year-old at the time, or 8-year-old around that time, I liked David Beckham. And this particular player, for me, had the hair. He had the right foot as well. Played in a similar position, albeit a little bit more defensive, but on that same side of the pitch. So if you haven't got it yet, you'll probably find out in the next shirt. But yeah, some Stag fans might already know who this player is. Into the following season then, 2000-2001. The club left Russell Athletic, it's easy for me to say, isn't it, and moved into producing their own shirts. So these were club made shirts, and this first one, I really like this shirt. It's long sleeve. Thorwald appeared sort of a period of the way through the season. It started off sponsorless, but you can see with the button here, and the collar. Such a great shirt. Long sleeves as well make this one even better. And before I reveal the player, we do have the same. This is the away shirt from that season. I mean, these are iconic shirts, I think, and they're extremely rare. I didn't even have a replica of this one. I know there are replicas knocking around, but certainly not with the Thorwald sponsor. And I'm not actually aware of any other match-worn shirts in this shirt, so I'm absolutely delighted to get it. I wasn't aware of any others sort of knocking around, so absolutely delighted. Have you guessed who the player is yet? If you're not a Mansfield Town fan and you're watching this, thank you. If you are, you're probably going, I have no clue who you're talking about. But for those who are, the player that I'm talking about is, of course, Alistair Asher. From Leicester, now still living in the East Midlands, and came through sort of as a young lad at the Stags. And I'm really delighted to have his shirts. Such a nice guy as well. And a shout out to his mum as well, who I collected the shirts from, because he wasn't there. But yeah, thank you very much for that, for your kind hospitality. Such a nice guy as well, to boot. But I used to like Alistair. I used to play right back as well when I was a young kid, although not very good, certainly not as good as Alistair. And like I say, the hair, some of the crosses he could put in his passing up and down that right hand side. I really did like Alistair as one of my favourite players growing up. So these are his shirts, and these are his shirts from his collection. This is the home shirt then from that season, and then the away shirt we have is this one here. I mean, these, you can see the muck on the cuffs there, but these shirts are incredible. They really are. I have one that I got sent all the way from Australia, which was Stuart Hicks's in short sleeve. So I've now got short and long in this one. But these are really rare. There aren't many of these about. You see the odd replica knocking around, again, similar to the home shirt without the Thorwald sponsor. So absolutely delighted to get this. And yeah, delighted that it's a player that I really liked growing up as well. As always during these videos, I do just want to say a massive thank you to everybody for the support so far, for subscribing, for liking the videos, for commenting on them as well. So if you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe if you're already not, and drop a comment as well on your opinions on the video as well. Thank you very much. The next season then we're going to look at is 2001-2002. And for Mansfield fans, that will mean an incredible season as the Stags clinch promotion to what is now League One. And we're obviously in League One now, and that was the last time we got promoted to League One before the most recent promotion. So that is how much it means to Mansfield Town fans. We don't get promoted very often, so it meant a lot. Alistair had a couple of shirts from that season. In fact, he had 3, and we have all 3 of those. The first one being this one here, which is, you can see it's been in a frame, which is why it all looks like it's been stuck together here. This is his shirt from that season. He made 13 appearances as we won promotion into League One. Again, you've got the back there, you've got Asher on the back there. And then we also have the same shirt, also similar, obviously have more than one. So the same shirt we've got here, long sleeves as well. I mean, it's such an iconic shirt for Stags fans as well. Alistair did like the long sleeves, which is great for me, because they're always harder to get hold of. We do have another long sleeve one, which I'll show you in a second, but yeah, they are generally harder to get hold of. This is the signed shirt, so we've got all the signatures on the back here from the promotion winning team as well, which makes this one even more special. Delighted to add another one of the promotion shirts into the collection, another one of Alistair's as well, so really delighted to have those. And yeah, these really are iconic shirts, and even better to have it signed by the entire squad of promotion winning players. So, he didn't make it easy for me though, Alistair. There are some in frames, and when I say they're heavy frames, they are extremely heavy frames. This is the away shirt from that season, and I have no idea how I'm going to get this onto the screen for you. Oh my goodness me. There you go. You can see there. You can also see me. But this is the... Oh my goodness, that's heavy. This is the away shirt from that season, from the promotion season as well. Really delighted to have that one. Another shirt from that promotion winning season as well. So even better to have another one. It's the second away shirt from the promotion season we've got after we've got Matty Piper's, which is long sleeve. So the fact that Alistair's a short sleeve is even better. So we move on then to the 7th and final shirt that we have from Alistair's collection that we've bought. So the 8th in total. And you might be wondering why I've got Alan Tankard's shirt here from the promotion winning season. So signed by the man himself as well. I think I've shown this on here before. And there is a link between this and the Premier League player. So Mansfield fans might work this out very quickly. Against Leicester in the FA Cup, so the Stags reached the 3rd round of the FA Cup in 2002. In January they played Leicester. It was a very tight game, the Stags lost 2-1, but Alistair in the second half came on as Alan Tankard got injured. So that's the tenuous link. So who is the player that he swapped his shirt with? And for me, it's a fantastic player shirt to have. Let's find out. So then, it's in another frame. It's Adi Akinbaye from Leicester City. Mansfield played, of course, in the FA Cup, like we said. And it's Adi Akinbaye's shirt that he swapped with him in that game. And for me, it's an incredible shirt to have. They both came on. Adi Akinbaye came on in the second half, as did Alistair as well. So, brilliant shirt to have. The second shirt from another team that I've got, after I got John Delaye's shirt that he swapped with Fabio Rochenbach for Middlesbrough in 2007-8 in the FA Cup 3rd round. So, to have another, in the 4th round, sorry, to have another shirt from the FA Cup and a Premier League player in the guise of Adi Akinbaye, for me is a fantastic shirt to add to the collection. So thank you very much, Alistair, for allowing me to have that one as well. So that brings us to the end of this particular video. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate the support. We are over 600 subscribers now, which is incredible. So if you haven't subscribed, please click subscribe. Like the video as well. It really does mean a lot. And comment as well if you've got any opinions on the video. If you remember Alistair at all, or you remember any of the shirts, or you happen to have some of the shirts in the video, then please drop a comment and let me know. I do read them all and try and respond as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.